Like you guys all know me already. Um, I am the voice of the voiceless, the leaders of the ordinary people, and this channel is to touch life, to make opportunities for other people who have not been privileged in many ways. I am going to go straight. Members of Trustcom, GBB, and the general public that believes in what we're doing and trusted us, I want to appreciate all of you. In every struggle, there is always a challenge. One of those challenges is what you see yesterday. But the only things that I'm very worried about those people who have labored, who has been struggling, who has been working with us, and who are still struggling to work with us. And the impression given by Oliver, Officer Oliver, yesterday. I want to tell you guys how Oliver came and joined the system. Officially, we engaged Oliver as one of our private security, which he confessed to me that as an officer with fire service, they have an understanding with their management and they settle them. And part of the settlement is that the money we are going to be giving him is settling his boss, so he has opportunity to work with us and go around with us, so that if there is any time police stop them on the road when I'm not there, he's an officer, he passes them through some of those challenges. And because our own brother, my friend Michael Ayama, he's new in town and sometimes he needs to go to some place and I'm not there, I asked to take him and let him go with him. We have always been doing very well. But the thing is that he's under pressure. Even though right now he's saying that people push him to do that and he's sorry about it, but I said no problem, because it's caused damage already to the system. Those who doesn't know you, who doesn't know the system, we have been building this system for 10 years. And I want Nigerians to know that those that are detrimental to your visions, they are your blood, your people, those who come from you. Part of this is what we are facing today now. Oliver is one of the people who have helped. I picked him up from Benue when I was the head of Operation Southeast Etisalat. I gave him a job with Gbb. I trained him into telecom. He's my senior. He's the age of my elder brother, and he grew up in my uncle's house in Lagos. And we all got to Lagos to meet him as a senior brother. And it has been like this with us among our circle, but we never knew him, just a snitch. When we started this Trustcom, when he came and had this arrangement with us, he pleaded that his wife is very free, doesn't have anything to do, and he's worried, he wants to be going out and all that. And I said, we don't have any problem with your wife going out or working with us. But the only issue is that, can you be comfortable with your wife working with us and yourself, you're working with us here? He said, no problem. He dropped the wife with a new baby. You can watch on the platform the other time, the new baby that was with us is Oliver's wife. And Oliver has 3 wives. 3. One is called Franca. The other one is Mama Angel, and this last one that is called Vera. And these 3 wives, they all live in Nyanya here. And part of these 3 wives, one has been living alone in Nyanya, which we have been supporting. Even though he has claimed that that one was arrogant and all that, and he left that one, I said, no problem. It's your wife, we have family, we have to work together. And when he came up with this whole thing, I said, okay, no problem. I called Ayama and said, okay, in case we're going out anywhere, she should be with us. And Ayama said, okay, no problem, I don't have any issue. I opened up my mind, just like I received every other person. And 3 weeks ago, he came up with his house rent. That one of the wives living outside the barracks, his house has expired, and he wants to pay the money. And the 3rd wife borrowed money or take money from her own wallet and borrowed him. And he completed the payment of that one living outside the barracks. And from there, he now went ahead straight to pay the money, and there was peace. And after 2 days, the other wife said, I need my money. He came to me, he told me he needed money. I told him, you can see, I have a lot of things doing. So many bills I'm paying, nobody supporting me financially. There's nobody in this Trustcom, apart from my 6th zone political people who has been working with me, who knows what we are, who registered Trustcom as stakeholders in the 6th zone. They are the only people who has contributed financially to what we are doing. And I told him to be patient. By the end of this month, I am selling something. And once I sold it, I should be able to help you. You'll see that almost every day I spend over 100,000 now. I have to buy for 20,000 because I stay in Nasarawa State, across Kevin. And then I have to go to town every day for 20,000. 4 of them are always with me. I have to eat. The they eat. Sometimes we have to drink, they drink. Sometimes we do other things, extra lifestyle. They also do. I pay for it. I don't talk about we drinking, or I'm a man, I don't hide my feelings. I don't hide, I don't lie to people. I don't have any problem with him. He demanded for this money, and I said, please give me some time, I don't have this money now. And all of a sudden, he got up and then he sent me an SMS that he was going to pack his load to one of our uncle's house, which is called Uncle Body, and that since I don't have the money to give to him, he will relocate. And I said, if you got the patient, why don't I speak to the landlord? You see, one thing I want to stop doing, I don't want to touch this unbody money because once beaten, twice shy. I've been in Tioba, a lot of issues going on, trying to claim my name. I am a Cain. He saw everything. I explained to him, I told him, I said, look, this is the situation. He saw it himself, he was following me. But all of a sudden, life is like that. And when the system started, I told him, I said, look, for us to remain, to keep our names clean, we need to do the right thing. We have to step down for Hajia Binta to take over the platform and be the manager of the platform, because somebody must manage the system. The 6-zone political platforms, they are there far away from Abuja, and there's nothing we can do on that aspect. So 2 days I traveled, couldn't reach me, and 4 days couldn't reach me. And I called him, I said, what happened? He said that he's finding a way to pay his house rent, and I refused. I don't want to know. I said, but I don't have money. I used to give you money every day. I give for your wife, I give for your newborn babies, I buy milk for them. Your wife outside the gates, I'm responsible. I give you money. I have paid bills for you, 20,000, 30,000. Every day you're with me. I eat, I drink. What I do is what you do. That is because your blood, that you are close to me. You're not related to me by blood, but you're from the same community where I come from. But I have to allow it. And I allowed it. And then he's angry that because I didn't go to the abandonment money to give him 370,000 or 50,000, as the case may be, to pay for the house rent, and his wife, his own wife that he collected money from, is already affecting him. Does that have to do you have to bring your private business to the system? And that was, I said that was not enough. He has to come up with this whole allegation by saying that I don't care, I don't give you money. He went and meets other people, he talks about me, and then the next thing he wants to leave the platform in an anger. He now wrote what he wrote and said, somebody advised him. Nobody advised him. What happened was that Madam Ojobo called one of our consultants, he's our foreign consultant, and all of us have been working with him. Everybody knows him. It's part of the people who have been helping us to get our finance sorted out from the UK. And Madam Ojobo is aware of this situation because they are claiming now that Madam Ojobo was what caused the problem, and I say she doesn't cause any problem. She only called the consultant and said, okay, since I'm talking to Ayama, he's not listening, he's saying engineer is not giving me money. By now I'm supposed to be having money in my bank account, and I said, I don't have any money right now. Let us wait when we liquidate what we're doing. You are part of it. You know all the systems that show you, I carry you around, even though you are not contributing financially, but I still don't hide anything from you. Since the abandonment starting, the demand for money from the people working around me becomes too much. I'm the only one, I'm just a single person, contributing and making this money and giving out money to people. Everything I do is my single effort from another of my source, not even from the grant community. And you wanted to live, why not live quietly? You still earn your salary of your fire civil services that you are there as a senior cadre. And you already have an arrangement with your man from the National Assembly, precisely in SGF, where there were very few and they said there's no job. So they had this arrangement and they discussed it. And he discussed it and I agreed. I said, I hope this will not affect your job. He said no, that he's settling his boss in the office. And I went ahead and I engaged him. Even though I didn't commit him in writing, but he has been in the minutes of our meetings. We brought him in, the minutes are there. I can ask Shade to bring the meeting and we'll upload it. That makes him our external staff. Even on the letter, on the submission he wrote, he said he has been part of the system and he has encouraged people to join. That means he's part of us. And because Madam Ojobo called the consultant, and the consultant now called Oliver and said, look, why are you engaging yourself in this trouble? This guy is your brother, you have been living with him, you have been confessing to me that I'm being your source of life. Even when he went to drink or tapia, a sniper, that he wants to kill himself. He's tired of this war, the stress. I said, don't go that way. Ask anybody who's around him. I'll give them their telephone number. You guys can call them what I'm telling you. It's just sheer wickedness, trying to damage the name of the company that were built for years. You guys know me, I'm not of this character, but I have to let the whole world know that bringing people that you think you're helping them close to your business is dangerous. So, the general masses, please just take note of this. Oliver, your wife is with us. I'm paying bills for her. I'm paying bills for yourself. There's no day you have spent one and even fuel. Even when I'm not there, you go to Ayama, you collect 5,000. It takes you time before you can pay him back. We pay back all this money. Nobody spent 1 naira in this operation in Trustcom and GBB, apart from my 6th zone political leaders. And he came up and wrote all this because the man reminded him that you are a civil servant. You're not supposed to involve yourself in this operation. You are all in our videos, in all our meetings, we travel together, you get the allowances. Even the transfers I've been doing to him, they are all here in my bank account. And I have every proof. I have petitioned him to the police commissioner. I'm going to petition him to his office, because if he can go to the public domain, write that, and know fully well that we are just coming from an aggressive platform. So he has bad intention for me and for the people who are working with me. Sorry, Nigerians all over the world, I have to do this to clear my name because I didn't believe and have the intention. And all of you know that everybody who has been with us has been working with us in good faith. We had meetings here last 2 weeks, all of them. Last week they were there. Even before Ayama went to Lagos, we had meeting. I took him to his personal house where he rented. Some of my teams are still with him until he got to Lagos and he started this whole thing that he wants to do anything. I want to pay him because he thought by now he's supposed to start getting money. And I said, there's no money right now. I will not take 1 naira from the ombudsman. If that money is going to come out, it's going to the people that will use it and return it, pending when our grants arrive, which we are already doing. Madam Ojobo knows what I'm talking about. So when the consultant called Oliver and spoke to him, that you have to remove yourself from this system. Because you don't, if they know in your office you're doing this privately, you know what it means. To him, he wrote what he wrote to clean himself from the system, not knowing the implication of what he has done to someone's business. I spent a lot of money in millions to build this platform to this extent, even though it has no weight. But I need to let the whole world know because there are people who believe in us. Okay, the platform, let me show you another thing again. Before I go further, I would like you guys to know the level of trust that I have given to Oliver and his wife in this platform, because I see them as part of my family, and I want to make sure that whatever they are doing, they get benefit from it. Outside my giving money personally, going about and I'm having challenges, I'm having issues with them, I said, this is not going to be a problem. I will take responsibility. Asking for money that I don't have at the moment made him to write what he has wrote on the platform. And now he's telling the whole world that somebody pushed him. The person just asks you to just please exempt yourself from this platform because you are angry. He didn't give me money. He has money. Where do you guys think I get the money from? The same way you have challenges, I do. I have families. My children are in the university. Some are in abroad. I send money from here to them. And I'm still carrying responsibility. Shade will be a weakness. Every sitting they have in this meeting, I give them money, 10, 20,000 naira. They all have the proof. I'm going to upload all these proofs of what I'm telling you guys to know how well I have tried to treat these people, and they still cannot understand that I am also laboring. On my birthday, I was in the bush working, trying to ensure that this platform get what we are putting together for the people. That's my interest. Why not give me a little time? I want anybody who has his number to call him. Have me and him have one-on-one confrontation, not even an argument. Even Ayama himself. Ayama called Sonny and told him that no, Oliver went too far, that he advised him, he didn't tell him to do this, that he has done. Ayama wrote on the platform that he has gotten his own grant, he wants to start his own team, that we don't have money. It doesn't mean that we don't have loan or whatever to give to the people. He didn't discredit the platform. There's nothing you have posted on the platform that I've said no to the platform before now. I accepted them when they come heartedly. Oliver has eaten from me for the past 12 years. As a boy, as a teenager, I grew up in his hand. I'm not his age mate. He's my elder brother's senior. But when he came to me and said, look, what he's doing, there's no profit. He takes his salary, he only got 15,000 because he's on loan and other things. I look at this, I'm human. And I engage him. But look at what he has done. What he has done today shows that it's going to be difficult for me to engage anybody who is not having financial contributor to the system which I operate. Because if you contribute financially, you will not think to destroy the platform because you requested for a house rent. As we speak, I'm trying to open my phone and show you some few things that you guys need to know. Okay, right now you can see, I think I have this open now. Let me see if this will open. Okay, good. This is the app. This is the Trustcom app, right? This is the Trustcom app. And this is the customer care WhatsApp. If I touch the customer care WhatsApp there, you can see all Nigerians. The last number here, if you go there, is Vera Oliver. That is Oliver's wife. To that much, I put her in front of this business because she is doing nothing and she's Oliver's wife and they're connected to me. That is to how much I trusted them and I allow her on the platform. And he went to the platform of the Better Women Initiative. And then, let me check it. Okay, this is the platform. This is it. You all can see yourself. This is the women platform. This platform is an NGO registered, has a certificate with Kumo, and has a permit from the government to run. And because she's working for us, we allow her to open this platform. And then your husband have disagreement with the system and send this kind of thing and anger that somebody asked him to remove himself, that he just realized the civil servant is not supposed to be doing private job with private companies. And then you went to the platform, you removed, look at it there, I'm showing everybody, the whole world to see it, remove me and remove the owner of the platform. That is cyber criminal. Now my challenge, the owner of the NGO is not taking it lightly. And they are going to take it up very official with them, because so that others will learn from these mistakes and this deliberate and wickedness of the people that are moving around with people. I still left her in the platform. Even yesterday, before this thing was happening, I called the admin. I said, do we have any money to the tune of 50,000? Let them transfer it to Oliver's wife. You people can call Hajia Binta. You guys have all her number, because I discussed with her. I discussed with Sonny and Shadi that we needed to send this money to this woman. At least this will help them to understand before all this will happen. I want to apologize to all of my members and families. We had meetings this morning, and I told you guys I'm going to be quiet about this whole thing, but I need to speak about it so that people around the world can know that the intention yesterday was a deliberate act to discredit Trustcom. But all the same, that nothing has happened, because Trustcom is not depending on the money coming from the masses, no. If anybody is feeling that we are depending on the onboardment, it is must and it is right for you to onboard. We also onboard with other platforms. We paid money. Then you bring your project. We look at the project. We treat it very well. And those of you who have onboarded through the state, through the federation, it is still intact. Our programs continue. And I urge you to continue onboarding, because when it becomes rush, it will become selective. I'm speaking authoritatively that we are not lacking anything right now. We're only waiting for the right time. You see, I'm calling name. Grant is not something that you put on the airspace, but they make us to put it on the airspace. Most especially Ayama, who said is transparent. And he wants everything done transparently. And I took him everywhere. He has been there. There's no argument. The only thing is he needed money. His responsibility has increased and he needed money. And this money, the onboardment money, I cannot touch it to give to anybody. But the ones I'm giving from my personal pocket and proceed of what I do outside the grant community, I'll give it to them. And that's what I've been doing. So please, I want to sincerely apologize for this broadcast this afternoon. It's to let the Nigerian government know, and it's to let the whole world know, and members of the public, that Oliver Uloko from Benue State, who is a fire service officer, from Edumoga Akbasu to be precise, has made a malicious attempt on Trustcom, and we're taking legal proceeding on this issue, even though we had a private arrangement with him, and we have evidences of money paid to him, claiming that he's sharing with his boss in the office. I've gone there this morning. I went to meet with him this morning and I asked him 2 questions. I said, why did you do this? He said, somebody pushed him to do that. And I said, if somebody pushed you to do that, that you should exempt yourself, that you are a public servant, and you went ahead to do that. That is not fine. But notwithstanding, I am not going to let it go that way. I have to let everybody who are my members know what happened. I'm not owing Oliver a dime. I give him every allowances that were given to him. Every week I give him money, and every day he comes out with me, he eats, I pay, and as he's going, I foot his bill. His wife and everybody have been handling it. The second wife has been very worried. She called me, she's been crying, that who has pushed his husband? That some days, 5, 6, 7 days, he will not see his husband. He will call me and say, Madam, sorry, don't worry about it. Just take it easy, she will come back. Sometimes he uses me to lie. Is it coming to sleep in my other houses with things ordinarily I shouldn't have taken? Because it's my senior, I just look at it, I just smile. I give him the opportunity. I don't want to destroy his family, but since he decided to go this extent by lying physically, telling people that we are deceived, me, Engineer Ibrahim, go and check the history. If not for the sake of what I did in Theobald, I've never gone to the police station or been stained anywhere. I have a clean and clear record. Go to Globacom, I worked there for 10 years, acts of Engineer Brian Moses Ikoche. I'm the head of operation, the head of rigging, the head of installation. My record is very clean there, and that is why government is giving us the platform to build Nigerian skilled workers under the Federal Ministry of Science and Tech. And it's a reality, it's a good dream. All of you that are in this platform, most of you have families, have children that have graduated, no job. It is my time to provide opportunity for them. It is my time to use the skills I have to enlist them from Nigeria in different parts of the world. But for this singular reason, I am not, if I go further, people will think maybe I have any personal grudges. I've never quarreled with Oliver. He has access to my car, he has access to my house. If I'm traveling, I live in my house. He brings all his friends and manners of people to my house. I never complain. He has never called me for money and I said no. But this 350,000 for house rent from the onboardment money of people's hard-earned money, Engineer Ibrahim won't do it. And Ajia Binta refused outrightly. They put on the platform that since the inception of Ajia Binta, everything changed because she saw how I was spending money. She saw how the money was going out. And she said, no, this cannot happen. And she started calling other women. And I see why people say beside every successful man, there is a good woman. Because her few days with us in this office shows that women is important and we don't listen to them. I am telling you guys this because this is so disheartening, but now I'm happy that he realizes that somebody pushed him. Whoever has pushed you, you're not a kid. I've called the consultant, and what he told you, he has told me. And even when I called my uncle, he said the same thing that you said. Somebody called you, Mr. Ambassador called you. I called Ambassador. Ambassador said they advise you not to engage yourself in these whole services because you're a civil servant. That was the advice. You should have just left quietly. But the anger that I didn't get money to give to him was the reason why he did what he has done. I'm going to share this broadcast across the board because a lot of people saw what he sent yesterday and they are not finding it funny. But that doesn't affect the system because God has set us on a very high tree already. So the 36th zone, 36 states of the country, all state coordinators, the 6 zones, the LGS that are working with us, please just take heart for this image dilapidation that this young man has caused us, but it's nothing. We have to move forward. Calling you a thief and you know you're not a thief shouldn't affect you. Calling us scammers and no, we're not scamming anybody. Nobody has complained. And we'll continue to do what we're doing in the light of the day. My prayer right now is to appeal to Hajia Binta, and I want anybody who's listening to this broadcast to appeal to Hajia Binta to slow down on the speed at which she's taking because she's feeling very hot. What Oliver's wife has done by removing myself, removing Hajia Binta from the platform, Sonny, every other person that comes from our side. I wonder what they want to do with the women. And now people are calling me that people are calling them from the platform to send money to some certain account, or they're calling for them, and I don't know. I want to do this as a disclaimer that anything that went wrong, anybody scam on that platform, on that women platform, and any platform connected to GBB, Oliver and his wife should be held responsible. I am also going to detail this report in the police station and all the security agencies, including EFCC and DSS, for the acts of Oliver and his wife. And I'm also going to share this platform to all the Benue sons and daughters across the world, and also my families and friends from where I come from in Benue State, in Otubo and Akpas, where all of us grow, to know what Oliver that have been putting in my house, I filled throughout, gave him a job, and I'm still supporting him, did because I could not afford to give him a house rent at the moment, outside all my support, for God's sake. It's so disheartening at this moment, but any fruit that does not, any tree that does not produce fruit does not attract trade. People are allowed to my side always hit me very hard because of my simplicity, but that will not allow me to make a change of my life. That's how God has designed me, because each time they hit me hard, that's when I go more. It happens before, not now. And it's happening again. But no problem. I take it in good faith and accept all challenges. And I want all of you to know that as I'm saying it, I'm going to follow it up. Take the legal procedure, print every money I've given to him, even the one he say he has given to his boss in the office, the 50,000 he's collecting and giving to the boss. Some will transfer, some will give him by cash. Some will send to some POS for him to collect and all that. I'm going to print it out, and I will attach it as part of my claims. I have no problem with him. I'm not engaging him in anything. For my friend and my brother, Michael Ayama, he understands he needs to do his own thing. And I also want to encourage him to do his own thing. And even while he's in Lagos there, he knows I don't have any problem with him. But it's not, Trustcom is not like a grant handler who want to take money from people and begin to share. I may not be able to do that. But I promise him, as soon as we get our grant in, which is part of it, he knows what I've been doing, and he has been here. He has put one or two things on the platform, all of you see. He lives with me. I put him in my house to sleep in the same place until he chooses to have his own house. Even he rented the house without my knowledge. So all these are experience of life, and I wish him well. If he's in Abuja and he needs my assistance, of course I'm going to offer him. I don't have any problem with that. And I want to encourage him to always do the right thing. And I will not stop the consultant to help him to get a grant if he wants to get a grant. He knows the route. I show him already. He knows nothing about grant when he comes here. I took him around that these are the areas where this is what you need to do. If you think you have the financial capacity, he knows how much I paid. So those of you onboarding, continue doing your onboardment. Do what you're doing. Trustcom remain Trustcom. Whatever Officer Oliver has said is just because he wanted money from the onboardment money, and I said no. And by tomorrow morning, I'm going to be meeting the fire service controller, and I will explain the same way I've explained to my people in the public, so to bear with me. And I'm going to explain to the director of fire service, and I'm going to be claiming damage from him, because that is the industry he works. I will sue him, sue fire service, and then take it up legally, and take up a cyber crime against him as an officer who knows the law, insinuating his wife to hijack a platform that is owned by your own employer, and you are made admin, you are given instruction to create it in the name of another person's NGO registered, ready to do business in the country. This should also be a lesson for some of us and other people who are watching this program, that we need to be careful and watch our anger when we take decisions. Anger management is very important. Oliver took sniper because his girlfriends, these are not outside his wife, threatened that they were going to tell his wife if he didn't do X, Y, Z. He took sniper. We know how much he spent. Outside depths of pain so many times. I can't count it. I'm surprised. This is not my nature. But I want people to know what I've been doing for this guy. That because this moment of pressure that he has, his own pressure is just 350,000. My own pressure as we speak right now is 4.5 million to pay for the importation capital of this grant. Anything I'm telling you, go and ask Madam Ojobo. She's already doing her own things. She's working on it. And we are expecting this thing to happen this week, next week. He knows the implication. He said he wants to spoil my source, my image. I don't get money from this to feed my family. I have my business. I have companies that are running. If you guys don't know, nothing is in the grant community that can make me flourish the way I'm flourishing, you guys, you know. I have people rented in my apartment, my houses. I'm not just starting in the grant community. I bought my houses in Abuja here before I joined the grant community. I have my properties, I have my house, I have a personal house which he has been to. He has been staying. Each time he goes to Benue, he has access to my house. So to what extent that is sheer wickedness and dangerous of the highest order? And we have to treat it as such. Because he went to the public domain, knowing fully well that I am trying to build this foundation to make sure that people will have smiles in their faces, and he went to destroy their joy. I am not going to let it go scot-free. I'm sorry, Nigerians will have to do it that way, so that it will become a lesson for snitch, for betrayers of trust, and also for those who can never be among people. I grew up to know him, from small boy to meet with him, and he's still been with me up to this moment. So that means there is consistency. I am not saying this is cousin. Yes, it's my cousin, I won't deny. Brothers can kill brother, but I'm not those that can kill. I cannot be killed. I have dealt in my pouch. A lot of things have been happening to me because of them. Is it talking to my wife behind? Giving my wife stories even when we go outside and we drink and we do extramarital things out there, and they come and they whisper it to my wife. These are friends and brother. And then my wife will tell me, I know where you are, I know that. I'm telling you, baby, I'm sorry. Sometimes it happens, and that's why you're a woman. Take it. Men are born that way. I have to apologize, and then we'll make it up again, and then we'll continue. This is how it has been from people who got close to me, because I'm free, so free to them. But Trustcom will not give that opportunity anymore. Whatever that's going to happen from Trustcom account must be in a written form, passed through all processes, and approved. If not, nothing can come out of Trustcom. We are ready to do the right thing, and that is what we preach. And that is exactly why we're here. So I'm going to open up the telephone line right now for those who want to join us in this broadcast, to join us and make their contribution. And if it's not a deliberate act, since the woman hijacked the platform since yesterday, is it not enough for him to say, somebody said, when anybody said anything, immediately they remove the person. When anybody asks question, they remove the person. Now, I doubt what they want to do with people's details and everything. And I want to pray that if anything happened to anybody lost money from his or account, Oliver and his wife are responsible for that. I'm going to put it in my statement tomorrow in the EFCC, because I'm going to report it official, and they're going to investigate why that malicious act. I am going to take it off so that others will learn their lessons. This is great. Okay. We pray to God that everything will work out fine. I'm very sorry there is already a meeting going on in one of the platforms that I'm supposed to be chairing it right now. I pleaded for your permission to end this broadcast, and we shall continue again by 8 o'clock this evening. Our usual slogan, Alekwi Hofadaniya, Ball Gloria Originale. You guys can see there is already a joint meeting going on, members from the US in the agriculture. You can see it yourself. Let me open it. This is Nigeria. How can I make them see clearly? Okay, you can see this is Nigerian Agricultural Sustainable Development Team from the US. We're already online here, and I'm going to join them immediately for this meeting. Please do bear with us and have a very wonderful evening. And please, those of you who has Haja Binta's number, if there's any how you can call her to call off this her own NGO issue. I don't know how far it has gone, but I know the matter should be before the police commissioner right now. And it's going to be a very serious matter, and we'll take it up with them that way. May God bless you all and have a lovely day. Alekwe ho fadani. Hello.
Good day.
Good day. How are you?
Fine. Fabian recording.
Okay, Fabian, I'm on a live broadcast right now. After this broadcast, I will call you and then we'll discuss. How are you doing at the course there? I know you guys are already second day of your program, right?
Yes, we are still doing very well. We are doing very, very well. God is in control.
Okay, please be rest assured I am going to get across to you and I will speak with you shortly, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right, thank you very much, Fabian. May God bless you. May God give you the opportunity, and you must succeed in this, your final round of becoming a professional golfer by the grace of God. All right, thank you very much. Oh, sorry, let me call this my people. Let me join this group call. Sorry, I'm trying to reach to our team, and let me see if I can reach out to them. The meeting is already ongoing, and I am supposed to be the initiator of this meeting, but because of this incident, I was unable to join them, but I'll have to join them again. All right, so I'm going to call them later and speak to them. So that is where we are at the moment. I don't have any problem with anybody, and I want you guys to go ahead, do what you're doing, continue your onboarding, and if you have any challenges, please do put a call across to me. I remain Engineer Brian Moses Igoche, so focused and so directional in what we're doing. And very soon, all of us will see there's a results plus argument. I don't want to argue with anybody, but they know the truth. And I know the truth. So bringing the masses into it and lying to the masses that this is like that, there's no money. Yes, of course, the money has not dropped. They all know. There's no doubt about that. The money has not dropped. But we are always knowing the truth. And we're happy, comfortable, and I'm going to surprise the Nigerians and give them the best in my own time. Because I believe in this country and I believe in togetherness. But what I have done will not make any change in my life or in the life of those that follows me. Gbb Trustcom is a foundation for people's hope. And the Renew Hope agenda of the president that were part of it is going to give us that. Thank you very much, all our members in the grant community, families and friends who always listen to our broadcast. Those in the total circles of the ecosystem, those expecting grants right now, the expectation is high. And whatever we pray for God to do a miracle, to let smiles be in the faces of people. And anybody that is ready, please, no matter how small, disperse to the people. And people of Plateau, we are warming up to be there. No matter how small, we are going to share it around. And we need to send all the people who have onboarded in your state so that the technical team can work on it and keep them in all data's correct. Alekwi Hofadania, Ball Gloria Original. So, good evening to all of us. I'll join you again
tomorrow morning for morning drive. Have a lovely afternoon. Alekwi ho for Daniel.